Hi, I'm Ken Edwards.
And I'm Dane Rakestraw. We're with Keystone Steel Wire, manufacturer of Redbrand agricultural fence product.
We're here today to talk about barbed wire installation.
The steps we're going to show you today will help you install your barbed wire not only safely, but also securely. With your fence line established, you can begin to mark posts for barbed wire installation.
Here we've decided to install 5 strands.
So we're spacing them equally from top to bottom.
And before you start unrolling your wire, you need to tie it off to your corner posts. Just a couple wraps is fine, anything to hold it here at this point.
Use a pipe, T-post, whatever you need to unroll it with. Be careful. Obviously you don't want to, it's going to get caught up on obstructions.
And barbed wire is pretty sharp, so you want to make sure that you do this safely. There's no kinks in it. Watch where you're walking. You obviously don't want to trip here. At the other end, fasten the wire by wrapping around the post, tying off to itself. And a good method to do that is to wrap it 4 times to make sure it's nice and secure.
You've already marked the post, so you know where to wrap it.
Remove the slack from the unrolled wire. Just make sure you don't have any obstructions, you know, like a tree root or something like that that this could hang on when you go to pull it tight.
You noticed we used the claw of the hammer to pull that slack out.
And this is a 1-ton come along and a simple pulling device that you can get at a lot of hardware stores. It's relatively safe. And here, you know, we're not using a tractor or a truck or a 4-wheel drive or something like that.
Here we demonstrate how to attach a wire grab device. These can be purchased at your local ag supply store as well. Attach the come along to the wire grab device.
And this 1-ton come along can again be purchased in any hardware store. And if you just use one arm to tighten the wire, you're not going to overstretch it. Instead of getting 2 hands on it like a boat oar.
That's one of the biggest issues we see is wire being overstretched. Pull the wire until taut, making sure not to overstretch.
And always look for obstructions that the wire still may be getting caught on.
Here shows what it actually looks like fully stretched. You'll see that there's a bow still in it. It's not banjo tight like most people think.
And here the tension is still on the come along, but you just have that short piece of wire that you need to make snug.
Pull some slack out of. You'll notice Ken uses a fence pliers behind his knee to help pull that slack out, kind of a neat little trick. Now he comes back and really cinches it up and is going to drive that staple all the way in.
And there's enough wire there still to wrap around back to itself like I did on the other end.
Again, making sure you're on your marks. Be careful with the excess, it can get you. It can. Ken's hitting his marks here.
And here I've got about 6 to 8 inches of wire a tail that I again will bring around the barbed wire itself, wrap about 4 or 5 times just to make sure it's good and secure.
Can't stress enough safety.
Remove the come along and repeat this process for the next strand.
After all wires have been pulled, secure to your line post by using staples or clips. We recommend going from bottom to top. Just in case there are some obstructions down there, you can step over the barbed wire as opposed to crawling under it.
One option that you may choose to use is to use fence stays. This allows you to have your posts spaced further apart.
Here we're going to demonstrate the benefits of a fence stay. As you can see, we can pull the wires apart.
Find the center between the two posts and just twist the fence stay on.
After installing the fence stay, the wires are more resistant to pulling apart. Next, we're going to demonstrate two methods of splicing barbed wire together. The first method uses a crimp tool and crimp sleeves. Ken uses 3 crimp sleeves here, just to make sure it's secure. Follow the manufacturer's description on the packaging to determine which style of crimp sleeve to use for your product. These can be purchased at local ag supply stores or on our website. The second method shows how to manually wrap 2 ends of barbed wire together. We want to make sure you start with at least 18 inches of barbed wire on both ends. Here's what the finished product looks like. Wrap one way, wrap the other the opposite direction.
We hope that the techniques that we showed you today are beneficial in your fence construction project.
The tools we used today can be found at your local ag supply store or on our website. Also, for a list of local Redbrand dealers, log on to redbrand.com.